Hello everyone. Sorry for this delay, but from now on you won't have delay much. We'll see November first week current affairs. Fine. November first week current affairs. Yes, this will be both from prelims and mains point of view. It's not only like, okay, it's only for prelims and all, but the schemes and other aspects that we will be studying, I will explain in detail so that in prelims, it is easy for you to eliminate as well. Okay. So now, to begin with, we need to discuss about industrial alcohols. Okay. It is about industrial alcohol. I just want you to know that alcohol is directly consumed, but there are certain alcohols which are used mostly for industrial purposes. See, it can be used to make medicines. Okay, it can be used to make medicines. This alcohol can also be used to make detergents. Okay, to make detergents. It can be used as ethanol as well. Okay, it can be used for ethanol. Ethanol basically means we are talking about biofuels. So it can be used even for ethanol, where it will go for biofuel as well. Okay. Medicines, detergents, ethanol, biofuel is there. At the same time, this can also be used to produce alcohol, which is used for consumption as well. Okay. But whenever industrial alcohol is used for consumption, basically it leads to intoxication. Okay. Intoxication. What is the meaning of intoxication? It normally becomes toxic. Okay, you might have heard in many states, people die due to drinking of certain alcohol. And industrial alcohol can be used, to produce an alcohol which is dangerous for human beings. Now, these are some of the benefits of industrial alcohol. Now, why is it in news? Now, the point is, whenever we talk about alcohol, it is states which will impose taxes. Okay. Whenever alcohol comes into picture, it is states which can impose tax. But when it is industrial alcohol, okay, when it is industrial alcohol, then it is not under the state government, but it will be under central government, because industries and all, it's mostly central government which will put the tax. So central government says, as the word industries are there, it will be under our list, not under state list. So here the fight is between state and the center over putting taxes over this. Now, state government is telling that as the industrial alcohol is used to produce alcohol, that is the alcohol which people consume, if I am not controlling industrial alcohol, then the danger is the same alcohol may be used to produce intoxicated alcohol, and as it leads to death of people, monitoring industrial alcohol should be under states. If I don't monitor, people will tell I am using industrial alcohol for my industry, and they will produce these type of alcohols, and it will lead to death of people. So Supreme Court told that industrial alcohol must be, okay, taxed by the state government. So this is the reason we are looking at this particular aspect. So it is the fight between center and state over what we call as who should put the tax. Now, when we look at the way UPSC asks question, there are two ways of questions coming into picture. One is the taxes which come under central and the taxes which come under state. These two are most important point. Because there is always a conflict in the federal structure between center and state over something or the other, and taxes is also one among them. Second, UPSC, to avoid the controversy, what it will do, it will sometime ask, what are the benefits of industrial alcohol? A direct question can be, what are the benefits of, industrial alcohol? This is where it is very, very essential for us. And when we look at alcohol, okay, some facts about alcohol. When we talk about alcohol, there are industrial alcohol. This industrial alcohol, in other terms, if you recollect, if you take injections and all, they'll use some sort of cotton, they also come under industrial alcohol, just to tell you, okay? Industrial alcohol, and you also have usable alcohols, okay? Industrial alcohol is there, usable alcohol is there. And when I talk about industrial alcohol, UPSC may become scientific and try to tell me what exactly it is. It is actually isopropyl alcohol. Okay, it is actually isopropyl alcohol, and it is also what we call as ethanol. Ethanol based alcohol will also come, which we call as denatured alcohol. Denatured alcohol, very important. I have seen many times when issues are discussed in court, current affairs will be asked from that with respect to science and technology and all. So that's why it's very, very important for you. Okay. And when it is ethanol plus additives, that is few chemicals, then it is denatured alcohol. When I say usable alcohol, it is purely ethanol. Usable alcohol is purely ethanol, okay, not anything else. Fine. Now, we have another government scheme called Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. Okay, guys? Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. Now, what has happened? Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Punjab, Delhi, and West Bengal. Now, these 5 states are not getting money under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. Okay. Now, why are they not getting the money? It is because these people have rejected national education policy. As they have rejected national education policy, central government is not willing to give any sort of monetary support to these people, because under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, like maintenance and salaries of teachers normally come from central government. Unfortunately, as central government is not giving the money, so states are telling this is troubling our education. But central government, on the other hand, is telling if you are not going for national education program, then we are not going to put money into this. Okay? So guys, you must be ready to understand, or questions may also come about this, because it is NEP 2020, correct? So 2025. So 5 years of all these aspects, it may come. So it's very important for you to understand it. Fine. I hope you are aware about the new system that is there. What is the new system of NEP? If it's long back that you have studied NEP, please look at it. It is 5 plus 3 plus 3 and 4. So guys, initially at the bottom, three years will be early studies, guys, in Anganwadi centers and all, Balvika, like so in between 3 to 6 years, students will do this in Anganwadi centers, Balvika Kendras or Anganwadi centers. Then you will have class 1 and 2, okay? Class 1 and 2, which is for 6 to 8. 6 to 8. And this stage is basically called as foundational stage. Okay? Yes, remember, in the foundational stage, right, play-based learning will be there. Okay? Play-based learning will be there in the foundational stage. Then you will have class 3 to 5. Okay? Almost for 3 years. 3 plus 2. 2 years here, 3 years here. Fine. This will be from 8 to 11 years. 8 to 11 years. Okay. So, this is basically called as preparatory phase. Fine. This should be your answer as well. Here, playfulness, discovery will be there. Like, they have to do innovations. Interactive sessions will be there. Then they will come to understanding. So, understanding will be there in this particular level. Right? And then class 6 to 9, another 3 years. Okay? Class, 6 to 8, another 3 years, 6th, 7th and 8th, which will be from 11 to 14 years. 11 to 14 years. And in this phase, which is your middle stage, little bit of math, science and all will come. Actually, it is believed that only exams will start at 6 to 8, not before that. Okay? And then for 4 years, that is from class 9 to 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 to 18 years. This is your secondary education. Here, some choices will be given to the students. They can pick those particular topics and also study. Okay, critical thinking and all will be there in this phase. 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. This will be the pattern. Okay, this will be the pattern. So this is very, very essential for us. Scheme of central government with respect to NEP. I gave you because of two things, guys. One, states are questioning it. Second, 5 years. Okay, any program after 5 years question can come. Many people might have forgotten this particular structure. So I want you to be aware about it. Fine. Next, you get another very important scheme called UDAN scheme. उड़े देश की आम नागरिक, उड़े देश की आम नागरिक. Okay, this has been extended for 10 years. Another 10 years they have extended, guys. I just want you people to know that earlier also, whenever schemes were extended, UPSC asked questions on that. Okay, why? Because this is most neglected one. When UDAN program was launched, question won't be there. But when it is extended, they will ask questions. That's why it's very, very important for us. Remember, guys, when I speak about UDAN scheme, it is one of the best scheme implemented in India till date. And this has helped to improve connectivity. This has also helped to improve tourism. Today, if I talk about Char Dham Yatra, today, if I talk about connectivity to Uttarakhand, connectivity to Northeast, connectivity to Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep, we are all able to discuss about this connectivity just because of this particular scheme of Government of India. Now, what happened? There were hardly few airports in India. And remember, we used to teach names of airports as well. But now, in every state, multiple airports are there. And how did this happen? So what government did? Government went for two types of programs, guys. One, already if there was an airport, so they tried to improve that particular airport. That is called brownfield. Okay. And when it comes to this, you will have greenfield. Newly, let us say there is no airport at all. I will take area and I will build a new airport. Then it is called greenfield airport. For example, in Hyderabad, earlier there was airport at Begumpet. Then it shifted to Shamshabad. So when they shifted to Shamshabad, what did they do? They purchased land newly and they built on it. Then it will be called as what? Greenfield. Okay. Already airport is there. Now what I will do? I will try to extend it and build. This was done. Now let us take Andaman and Nicobar. Andaman and Nicobar, airport was under the control of Army, Navy, Air Force. Air Force was controlling it. Now what happened? Indian government decided tourism we should improve. So what they told, see, hardly one flight, that to Air India will come once in a while. To improve tourism, what we will do? We will give 3 to 4 hours slot for commercial vehicles. So all commercial vehicles should come only in that particular time period, 3 to 4 hours. So they will come, they will go. So if you see to some places, okay, some cities, airports and all, if you see, it will be only in that particular time period. You won't get early mornings and whenever you want. The reason is that will be used for other purposes. Just for commercial purpose, it will be given to private sectors also. So like this, what we did, new airports and old airports came. But the biggest problem for us was people were not ready to spend money on airport, because the moment we think of airport, flight charges are very high. So central government decided, no, we will try to give subsidy. And they tried to, see this, for an aircraft, it is not just like, fuel charges that are important, but also what is important is parking charges. Okay, even they have to pay parking charges, runway usage, like, communication, for everything they need to pay money. Now what happened? Government told, we will reduce all this. Only fuel charges you take. Okay, so they kept some minimum things. Fine. So what they did, airfare was fixed, let's say 1 hour journey. You might see most of the aircrafts nowadays will cover places in just 1 hour. Okay, for 1 hour journey or half an hour by helicopter. Helicopter, half an hour, 1 hour journey through aeroplane. Okay. So for this, if at all it is traveling for 500 kilometers, the base price is 2,500 rupees. Okay. It has been fixed. So now 2,500 is the base price that it will keep. Second, what it does, a minimum of 9 seats. Okay, maximum of 40 seats. Minimum of 9 seats and maximum of 40 seats. Okay, this they have to book it at 2,500 rupees. Let's say in an aircraft I have 120 seats. Out of this, let me say somewhat like this, it should be at 2,500. Remaining is up to you. Okay, this was made so that, like, for this, subsidy will be provided by the government. Subsidy will be provided for this by the government. Why? Let me tell you. So for an aircraft to fly from one place to another place, it requires fuel. And why most of the aircrafts are not willing to fly from one place to another place? Because they may not even get fuel charges. Let's say I'll go to Andaman and Nicobar, no one booked the flight. I will be suffering. So minimum guaranteed money government was willing to give so that you people can ensure that there is filling. And remember guys, if prices reduces, people purchase. It's not like even this number, it won't be filled. So this is where it came into picture. Fine. And remember guys, it is almost like 500 kilometers, 2,500. Per kilometer, you are giving only 5 rupees. Less than taxi fees. Okay. And another important aspect with respect to UDAN scheme is, right? So here, the first flight under Udal was from Shimla to Delhi. Guys, I know these are all old facts which occurred in 2017 and all. But trust me, UPSC is becoming like this only, where some old schemes might also be asked. And if they give the statement, I don't think any student will be aware if they have not read them. That is the reason it's important for us to look at these type of things. Okay, next, guys. Next scheme, Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Fine. Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. This is a very, very important program which is launched by government. You might have heard about Ayushman Bharat, where for household or a family, government will give insurance cover of up to 5 lakhs. Now, this is a new program aimed at, health care for senior citizens. Fine. This is for senior citizens and it is aimed for people aged 70 years and above. This is very, very essential, guys. It's a new program where it will be given only to people under or above 70 years and they will get a new scheme or they will get a new card, a distinct card where they tell, okay, under this it will be given to you. And remember, guys, already under Ayushman Bharat, I will write AB, okay? Already under Ayushman Bharat, for entire family, they are giving how much? 5 lakh rupees. Okay. Now, what they will do? They will do a top up of 5 lakhs. So, under this program, another 5 lakhs will be added to this. And this 5 lakhs is exclusively for the person who is above 70 years in the house. For example, let me tell you this. Okay. So, there are 5 people in the house. And how much is government giving? 5 lakhs. Okay. Now, what happened? One person got some dengue or something and he used 50,000 rupees. Second person used some 1,50,000 rupees for some operation. How much is gone? 2 lakhs is gone. Now, how much is left? 3 lakhs. Now, this guy who is greater than 70 years, if he gets a disease, if he gets some problem, now he will get only 3 lakhs. Because out of 5 lakhs, 2 lakhs are already used. But he wants to go for a very big operation, which is like 5 to 8 lakhs. So then government is telling, under Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, I am going to give additional 5 lakh rupees to the patient. So, along with 3 lakhs from the initial 5 lakhs, top up of 5 lakhs will be provided. and this 5 lakhs is only for him. Other family members will not be eligible to get this. Guys, UPSC, when it wants to ask you, they will go to these basic aspects as well. Don't think these are not important. UPSC even asked a question like, if a husband dies, wife will get 50% for the rest of her life. Okay, son after the death of mother will get 25%. Like this data also they have asked before. So that's the reason I'm telling you cannot underestimate current affairs, especially government programs, which will have a different thought process made by the government. Okay, now remember guys, if at all, the people who are above 70 years get money from other schemes, okay, if they get money from other schemes, CRPF and all, so then it is their choice. It is their choice whether to continue with that or to continue with this. But if senior citizens are covered by private insurance, okay, private insurance. See guys, if it is public insurance, that is government's insurance only, then it's their choice. If it is private insurance, let's say they have taken some health insurance programs, then what is going to happen? This will be added to them. This will be added to them. So this is a very, very important aspect for us. Okay, Ayushman Bharat scheme. Fine. Guys, about Ayushman Bharat, I have already given here, so you can see that. Israel-Palestine issue continues, guys. It's never ending till a proper ceasefire is brought. But in between, United Nations Relief and Works Agency, United Nations Reliefs and Works Agency, it is popularly called UNRWA. Okay, UNRWA. This agency, like was working to provide help to people of West Bank and people of Gaza. Okay, so basically, this committee was giving food grains and other things to them. Gaza, West Bank. Okay, they were trying to provide. Now, Israel has banned this agency to work. Okay, so Israel has told, we are not going to allow them to work. If this agency doesn't work, remember, approximately 6 million, 60 lakh people are dependent on United Nations and they all will be affected. So that's where this is become a very important issue, right? And these agencies are funded by US, Europe and all. And now when they are not able to work, then Palestinians will definitely have much more problems. So that's where this is very, very essential. Okay, United Nations Relief and Works Agency. Just remember it. Okay, then guys, you all are aware that basically due to climate change, heat waves are increasing. And Tamil Nadu has declared that heat wave is a state disaster. State disaster. And if anyone dies with heat waves, they will be getting 4 lakh rupees. Okay, this is one of the major disasters. See guys, under disaster management, it may be asked. But when it comes to prelims, right, what is more important is what exactly do we talk about heat waves? Historically, India always had heat waves which were called as Lu. You might have heard in northwestern India, Lu was a common heat wave that existed. But now, as heat waves have increased in other parts of the country, giving a definition to heat wave is very, very important. So IMD, Indian Meteorological Department, has given a criteria to call something as a heat wave. And what exactly is it? Remember guys, in plain areas, temperature should reach 40 degrees Celsius. So whenever temperature reaches 40 degrees Celsius in plain areas and on hills, if it reaches 30 degrees Celsius, then it will be considered as a heat wave. Okay, then it will be considered as heat wave. And in coastal areas, okay, in coastal areas, the temperature must be greater than 37 degrees Celsius. You see here, at least 40 degree, at least 30 degree, coastal area greater than 37 degrees Celsius. Now guys, whenever, irrespective of any temperature, if at all temperature of a region is greater than 45 degree, please remember these facts, okay? If temperature is greater than 45 degree, then automatically you should call it as a heat wave, okay? Automatically you should call it as a heat wave. Okay, now let us say in Hyderabad, normal temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. And if the temperature increased by 4.5 to 6.4 degrees Celsius, from 30, it became 34 or 35, then it's called normal heat wave. Okay? So, anywhere in Hyderabad, normal temperature is 30, but it became 35. So, from 34.5 to 36.4 degrees Celsius, if temperature increases, then I will call it as normal heat wave. But in case if temperature is greater than 6.4 degrees Celsius, that is 36.4 degrees Celsius, then it will be called as severe heat waves. Then it's called as severe heat wave. Okay, these are very, very important. Heat waves leads to many problems, fine, that you must be aware about. From economy, guys, from economy, especially from stock market, we should look at IPO. IPO is initial public offering, IPO. Okay, so what exactly is an IPO? I hope you might have heard about something called as primary market and secondary market. Okay. Now let me explain this particular concept. You see this. There is company A. Okay. Company A wants to run a business and they want somewhere around 1000 crores. To run a business, they want 1000 crores. And the company has 500 crores. They want another 500 crores. So what the company will do, company will tell, I am trying to run a business of 1000 crore where I will invest 500 crore. Remaining 500 crore, I will give it in the form of bonds. Okay. Each bond value is ₹10 and I will release 50 crore bonds worth ₹10. Okay. And what will I have? 50 crore bonds I will sell. Okay. Company A is selling 50 crore bonds. And who will purchase this 50 crore bonds? Public. So public will purchase this 50 crore bonds. And what is the benefit? As demand for this bond increases, 10 rupees may become 11 rupees. Okay, I'll come to that. Right? So here what is happening? 50 crore bonds public purchased and they gave 500 crore to the company. So another 500 crore investment was made by the public. First time company is selling its shares. These public who are purchasing it, they will be called as shareholders. They are called as what? Shareholders. And they will get benefited if company gets profits. They will lose if company has losses. Okay? They will be called as what? Shareholders. Now, what is the benefit? Now, let me tell. I have purchased 10 rupee bonds. Okay? I have purchased 10 rupee bonds. Let me tell 100 I have purchased. So how much money did I put? I put 1000 rupees. I put 1000 rupees and purchased 100 bonds. Now what happened? Company started performing very well. Demand for company increased. The value of each share became 20 rupees. How many bonds do I have? I have 100 bonds. So, how much will I get? 2000 rupees. Now, what should I do? Now, I purchased at 10 rupees. 10 rupees. From whom? I purchased at 10 rupees from company. Company to shareholder. Okay. Now, I can't give it back to the company. So what I will do, I will sell it to another person. So let me say shareholder 1 will sell it to shareholder 2. And where do I sell? I sell at Bombay Stock Exchange. I sell at Nifty. I will sell at different places. Now, first one, Okay, now how much profit did I make? 1000. Now the second shareholder will wait for some time and the value will become 25. He will sell to third person. So this guy will sell to third person. Third person will sell to fourth person. Okay, so now you see this is called as primary market. That means from the company, if it directly comes to shareholder, then it is called primary market. But if it is between the people, then it is called secondary market. Okay, then it is called secondary market. And this secondary market occurs in this particular thing. Fine. So, Hyundai Motor India Limited has given India's largest IPO. Do you know how much? They have given approximately of 27,870 crores, it seems. One of the huge IPOs in India till date. That's why it's very, very important. And Dutch East India Company had introduced this particular one in the beginnings. Okay. So these are some of the important things. If you have much more doubts in economy and all this, you can please text me. I'll help you out. Okay. Or in the mentorship, I will try to explain terminologies and concepts which will be helpful for you. 2025, it's very difficult. That is like, I'll help you from prelims point of view. 2026 in detail economy, I can help you out. Next, guys. Prime Minister has come up with a very, very important program called Prime Minister Internship Program. Prime Minister Internship Program or Internship Scheme. It is, it's called scheme. Internship Scheme is popularly called as PMIS. This internship basically means they will be sent to work in some industries. And due to this, they get exposure. How exactly industry works and what are the practical skills that are required will be there. Nirmala Sitharaman gave it in budget and later, it has been introduced by Prime Minister. Now guys, it has been introduced in two phases where in the pilot phase, first phase, 1.25 lakh youth will be given internship and the age will be 21 to 24 years. Of this age group, they want to give, and the main aim is to give it to 10 million people or 1 crore youth. They want to provide internship programs. Okay? And the interns will actually work for approximately 12 months. And during this period, they will get amount of 5,000 rupees. Okay? And some 24 sectors have been identified. Fine. They will also be given. This is for 12 months. Plus additionally 6,000 rupees will be given for travel, shifting, these type of expenses. Fine. service. Nowadays, even taxes issues are going to courts and courts are giving judgments with respect to this case. You have something called as input tax credit. Okay? Input tax credit under GST. Yes, I hope you are aware about this. I'll explain it in detail. Now, court has told that even real estate people can go for input tax credit. Now, what is the meaning of input tax credit? You see, VAT, value added tax, GST. Now, what was the earlier system and what is the new system? I'll explain. See, guys, I have a producer. Who produced an item at 100 rupees. Okay? He wants to sell at 100 rupees. Let me tell, here he wants to sell it at 100 rupees. Now, he will sell it to the wholesaler with a tax of 10%. It becomes 110. Okay. To whom is he selling? He is selling to a wholesale. How much? 110 rupees. Now what happens? Wholesaler will give it to distributor. And again, he has to pay a tax. How much? 10%. 10%. I'm taking a constant one. So, 10% of 110 is 11 rupees. So, this guy used to pay 121 rupees. Okay? Now, let me give you, this is how the taxes were put. But practically, let me tell what used to happen. Now, first thing, I have a producer who has purchased or who is trying to sell at 100. What is the tax? 10 rupees, because 10%, it became 110 rupees. To whom did I sell? Wholesale. Now, wholesaler will keep a profit of 30 rupees. And this became 140. Okay. Now, he wants to sell at 140. His final price is how much? 140 plus tax. How much? 10%. 14 rupees. 154 rupees. He used to give to the distributor. Now, what distributor will do? Distributor will keep a profit of 20 rupees. So, his cost will be 174 rupees, right? His final price is what? 174. And this continues. Okay, this continues. Now, I want you to notice this. Some mistakes you see. 10% of the tax. Okay, 10% of 100. 110. Fine. Now, profit is what? 30. Correct? Now, you say final price is 140. Fine. But this guy is paying 14% tax or 14 rupees tax, correct? And why is he paying 14 is the question. Now people told, see here, 100 out of 140 on 100 rupees, I have already paid tax. So deduct it. Already, like 10 rupees is paid. See here, tax of 10 rupees is paid. So deduct 100 and out of 40, 10 rupees I should minus because this is already tax amount. This is already paid. This is tax on tax. So actually 100 rupees I have already paid tax. 10 rupees is not the profit, it is just tax. So if you put tax on it, it will become tax on tax. Correct? So 100 rupees I have paid. 10 is tax. So actual profit is 30 rupees. Actual profit is how much? 30 rupees. So now as actual profit is 30 rupees, I should pay tax only on the profit or on the value. Only on the profit or on the value. That means I have to put 10% of 30, that is 3 rupees. I have to pay 3 rupees, not 14 rupees. I have to make it 3 rupees. This was the debate that was happening in the country before introducing a system called as value added tax. Okay? Before bringing a system called as value added tax, government went for, or government had this process. Can you see? They are paying lot of money. Now, in value added tax, they told, see, same process I'll write. Producer is going at 100 rupees. Okay? Producer is going at 100 rupees. Tax on the producer is 10 rupees. Together it's becoming 110. To whom is he giving? He is giving to wholesale guy. And what is the profit of wholesale guy? Profit of wholesale guy is 30 rupees. Right? So total is how much? 140. And this is profit, or what we call as value added. So next I will put VAT. How much? 10%. I am not going to put on 110. I am going to put only on the 30. How much am I going to put? 3 rupees. So it's what? 143. 143. To whom am I giving? It will be given to the distributor. Now what the distributor will do? Distributor will add a profit of 20 rupees. So what's the price? 163 rupees. And what is the value added tax? Value added tax is only for 20 rupees. That means 2 rupees. So the final cost is how much? 165. Final cost is how much? 165. Now, 10 rupees plus 3 rupees plus 2 rupees. Government tax is just 15 rupees. And here you see 10 rupees plus 14 rupees plus, like Again, I'll go for tax 17.4. So can I say earlier one, government was earning more. Government was earning more money. Now government money has reduced. Right? Government money has reduced. And earlier, if I add 17.4, okay, so approximately it's what, 191.4. Earlier, customer used to pay how much? 191.4. Now, customer is paying how much? 165. 6. Earlier, customer used to pay 191.4. Now he is paying 165. Government used to get more tax. Now government is getting less tax. In which system? VAT system. What was this system called? Indirect system. Okay, indirect system. Now, who benefited? Customer benefited. Government did not benefit. Many people said this is the logic. But what happened? Government told that customers will tell the guy, I don't want bill. Without bill, you give me. Without bill, you give me. He will tell, without bill, it is like, 174. With the bill, 191.4. So customers will tell, don't want bill. Now here, this guy, distributor, will ask, I want without bill. So this guy will tell, without bill, it's 140. With bill, 154. So nowhere people were taking the bills. Okay, people were not taking the bills. Now earlier, what was the price? 174. Now what is the price? 165. So customer will feel, earlier without paying tax, I used to pay 174. Now by paying tax, I will be paying 165. So this guy thought, let it be. I will take the bill. Now distributor told, only 3 rupees, right? It's fine. I'll take the bill. So everyone starts asking the bill. So this will work. Okay, this will work. That was the main concept under VAT. This is the main theory under VAT. Remember. But what is the guarantee that bill will be taken? What is the guarantee that bill will be taken? So what government did? Government made an idea. What is the idea? 110. 110, which is the price given to the wholesaler. Wholesaler will add how much profit? 30 rupees. It becomes 140 rupees. And this is the final price. This is value added. Okay. Now, what is the benefit? Tax. How much should I put? 3 rupees. But government told, no. You have to pay to me 14 rupees. Okay. Pay me 14. 154. And show me bill. Show me bill. I will pay 11 rupees back. Okay, I will pay 11 rupees back. So for that, I need to maintain the bill. So VAT system was mostly for goods. And one of the biggest problem of VAT was maintaining the bills. Keeping the bills was one of the difficult thing for public. So, and it was only for goods. Now, to integrate it better, we brought goods and services tax, GST. Okay, GST, not only goods, even for services. Services like buying, selling also came into picture. Now, like, doctor, health, education, everything came into picture. Now, in this GST, okay, now you see guys, how GST works. Let's say I have 3 people, A, B, C. Okay, I have 3 people, A, B, C, and each one will be given GST number base. Okay, everyone will be given their own GST number. Okay, now A sold something to B. A sold something to B. Okay, now A, B, both are there, right? So let us say GST number 1 will have like this. Entry will be done. Entry will be done. What is the entry that will be done? This guy, GSTNB, he will tell, okay, I have raised a bill of, what is the value? You see here, 154. 154. Okay, and he will tell he has raised a bill of 110. His distributor, he will tell I have raised a bill of 191.4. Okay, all this will be in the system. Everyone will put it in the system. Okay, now the bills are not maintained in physical copy. The bills are maintained in, okay, the bills are maintained in internet. No need of this. If you do entry itself, now automatically system will calculate 154 is the bill raised. In this, I have to subtract. You see, 154 minus 110. I need to subtract. And if I subtract, I will get like, 44 rupees. Okay. So in this, the actual value is 30 and tax is 14 rupees. And out of this, for 30, 3 rupees they have to pay tax, remaining 11 rupees. Remaining 11 rupees should be given back to the person. Okay, so this guy, I should give 11 rupees. For this guy, I will calculate and I'll tell I have to give it back. So system will tell, like, this guy I should give 11 rupees, this guy I should give X rupees. Are you getting the point? Now, this guy, government should give how much to him? 11 rupees. For C, government should give how much? X rupees. Now you see how the system works. Now B should get 11 rupees from the government. Correct? How much should he get? He should get 11 rupees from the government. Now, he will tell government, you already have to give me 11 rupees. I have another bill of 154. I have another bill of 154. Now, I don't want to pay 154 completely. You already have to give me 11 rupees. I will subtract that money and like, I will subtract the money and I will show this much. Okay, I will show this much. And he will, rather than paying full money, he will subtract on tax, like, B will subtract and he will pay remaining tax. So this is called input tax credit. That means now I have to pay a tax. New tax, how much? New tax, how much I should pay? 14 rupees. And 11 rupees is refund. 11 rupees is refund. So I won't pay another 14 rupees. I will pay just 3 rupees. So that 11 rupees is with me only, and with that 11 rupees I can do business again. So remember, what is input tax credit? If I have paid, I'll repeat, you see, if I have paid more tax to the government, I have paid more tax to the government. Actually, I have to pay 3 rupees, but due to calculation issues and all, I paid 14 rupees. So for me, refund is 11 rupees from the government. As I have to get a refund of 11 rupees, rather than taking money from the government, I will tell government, you keep 11 rupees. The new tax that I want to pay is 14 rupees. 11 already I have to pay. Remaining 3 rupees, I will pay it to you. It's like, it's very simple, guys. You gave 50 rupees to your friend. Okay, you gave 50 rupees to your friend. He has to pay back 50 rupees. Second time, you have to give 75 rupees to him. You will tell 50 is already with you, I will pay 25. That is called input tax credit. All this is done through a system called GST. That's why these are very, very important for us. Okay. Yes, I have another concept called as precision medicine. This precision medicine is not nanotechnology concept where it will go to that particular point and give. But remember, every human has a unique genome. Everyone will have unique genome. Okay. So DNA, RNA, right? So what we call it as adenine, guanine, right? This will be different for different people. Now, I have made genome study. With this, how much population are there for all the people? I will have made a DNA genome studies. I will make DNA genome study. And I have genome of all the people. And what I will do, let us say I have to give a medicine to someone. Okay, I have to give a medicine to a person X and also to a person Y. Now the problem is X may find comfort with the medicine, but Y may have hair fall, may get pimples, okay, may get skin diseases. So medicine worked for X, this medicine did not work for Y. Because this guy's genes are different, this guy's genes are different. Now, if I know the genes of X and genes of Y, what do? I will try to, like, give specific medicine medicine A to X, medicine B to Y. I will give different medicines to different people. Now, due to this, what is going to happen? People get benefited. Okay, this is called precision medicines. Each one will get their own medicine and it will be very, very helpful. But the point is, it requires lots and lots of data, like, testing and all, and then make medicines. So it's like for individual person, based on his body requirements, they will give medicines. That is called precision medicines. Guys, you have a policy on orphan drugs, guys. Orphan drugs basically means there are some diseases which are very, very rare. We call rare diseases. Like, 1 in 1 lakh will get. And for these diseases, if I need to get medicines, like, it's too costly. Too costly. Why is it too costly? It runs in lakhs. Because hardly patients will be less. As patients are less, right? So what is going to happen? Obviously, if patients are more, price reduces. But if patients are less, price increases. As it is too costly, it's not offerable. So at this point of time, Karnataka and many other people came up for a policy. Like, they came up with a policy on orphan drugs, which is national policy on rare drugs. National policy on rare drugs or rare diseases. Fine. Under this, they are trying to provide, like, under this, they are trying to